Joan Vassos and her fiancé Chock struggled to keep their engagement quiet after committing to forever with one another during the November 13 finale of The Golden Bachelorette. The family obviously knows. You can't keep that from your kids, but not tell your friends. It's very tough, Chappell, 60, tells POPL in a joint interview with Vassos, 61. We were traveling a lot to the happy couple's homes in California, so they kind of know what's going on, but you can't say it. Vassos thinks Chappell had a harder time keeping their engagement a secret than she did. I think they can see it on your face when you're really happy, the mom of four says. They're like, well, this obviously worked for you. They would suspect maybe it worked for me, but I think it's really hard for Chock because he was one of 24 suitors. So walking around looking that happy all the time, people suspect. Chappell came up with a creative cover story for those numerous trips from his home in Wichita, Can, to Los Angeles for visits with Vassos. I told them I was an underwear model and I was going to LA to do numerous shoots, the insurance executive says. They wanted a guy my size, and I just kept getting more popular and popular. Now that Vassos and Chappell can freely be together in public, we're really looking forward to just being a couple out in the world and being just normal people living life for at least a couple of months, she says. And then we'll start thinking wedding. Chappell will be staying put in Kansas and Vassos doesn't want to leave her home in Maryland, but they plan to find an apartment together in New York City where they can meet up for some one-on-one time. We're going to be going back and forth between Kansas to Maryland and to New York, Chappell says. We'll have a full-time place in New York, and whenever we get the opportunity, we're going to be there. We're going to get it figured out this next year. Vassos plans to travel to Kansas to get to know Chappell's family, and he'll bring his loved ones to Maryland for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But when we want to be alone together, we'll probably be in New York, the private school administrator says. So far, Vassos has found Chappell to be a really easy person to live with and very easygoing. I'm very trainable, the father of two quips. Chappell says he's been thoroughly impressed with everything he discovered about Vassos since filming ended. Joan said this of me, one of my characteristics is that I'm a fixer, he says. She's a fixer as well, and we're handling life just beautifully as we go through.